Hey folks, Chandler. Last year for Valentine's Day, did not make reservations, dropped the ball a little bit.
No, I get it that it's the night of Valentine's Day. Okay, but what if someone cancels? Is there like a wait list or?
And this year, I'm bringing in reinforcements. I got Dorcas with me.
That's right, Chandler. Today we are going to be showing you guys how to make a top-notch fillet and some lobster tails. So today I'm going to be showing you how to crack open a lobster tail. Have you ever done that before?
I have not.
It's pretty easy. All you're going to need is some scissors. And for your toppings, after you pull that meat on top, you're going to just dump a little bit of parsley and garlic, saw it in with your butter, and just brush it on top. We're going to be using a cast iron pan. We're going to be using some high heat oil, and we're going to sear that filet mignon just till it gets a nice crust, and we're going to finish down in the oven. Before you start on this, you obviously want to get your potatoes done, and you're just going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic salt on each of them. Go for it. You can just roll it up. There we are. And we're going to just shove those in the oven. We are going to just sprinkle some salt on them, and you want to go heavy on your seasonings because you will lose about 30% of your seasonings when you're frying it.
Okay.
Just gonna roll it like that, get the sides all seasoned up. Aren't they looking good already? And when you get home, leave your filet sit out on the counter a little bit. It's always nice to just let them get to room temperature before you cook them. And then we are going to be using a high heat oil. You can do avocado oil, canola oil, whatever you got. You hear that sizzle? That's what you want to hear when you put those fillets in there. And you are going to let it cook on each side for about 2 minutes. You want to develop a deep dark crust.
Okay.
And then we're going to finish this off in the oven. Check that sear out. So now that we've flipped it, we're going to leave it go for another 2 minutes. And we're gonna add just that butter in there. And then we're going to just smash up just some garlic a little bit. And we're gonna add that into the pan. A little bit of rosemary and a little bit of thyme.
So how much butter did you just add?
All right, so I just did a half stick of butter, almost a half stick of butter. And all that is, it's not like you're gonna be eating a half stick of butter. It's just to get that in here with all these flavors of the rosemary and garlic. And you're just gonna wanna be putting that butter on top like that. One thing else that I like to do, you wanna just go on each side a little bit.
Okay.
Just kinda roll it.
Yeah.
Just so it can get that sear. And we're gonna be getting these to medium rare.
And what temperature exactly are we looking for?
We were looking for a 135 for a medium rare. Oh, and did they turn out nice. Look at that sear on them. The reason why we're putting it on this rack here, Chandler, is we are gonna let them rest. You never wanna cut into a steak as soon as you get it off either the grill or your cast iron, whatever you're doing, because it locks in all the juices. If you cut it right away, it just will bleed all over. All right, Chandler, now we're moving on to the lobster tails. These can be so intimidating, but they are actually really, really easy to do. The hardest part and the part I hate the most is cracking them open. Just take a pair of kitchen scissors and you're gonna cut it right down to that tail. You don't wanna cut into the tail, just right down there. And then on the back, you're just gonna wanna, you hear that little cracking? You're just gonna pop it. And now the fun part is you're just gonna kind of try to open your shell up a little bit without trying to break it too much. Just like that. Look how good that looks.
And so what do you like to add specifically to lobster?
Honestly, Chandler, I just took a little bit of melted butter and I have some fresh chopped parsley, but honestly, even if you have just dried parsley in your fridge or your cabinet, you can use that. We're gonna bake these at 400 for about 12 to 15 minutes. All right, Chandler, so it's been 12 minutes in the oven. Let's see what these guys are temping at. Perfect, 140, that's what we're looking for.
And how would we typically prepare the asparagus?
So we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt on top and just add a little bit of butter and just steam it for about 3 to 4 minutes. Chandler, would you like to do the honors?
Absolutely.
There we go. All right, there you go, Chandler. That's all there is to it.
All right. Come on down to Detwiler's, folks, where we got everything you need for Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.